call this my home now because I've been living here for more than half my life.
So home is just pretty much where my family is, where I know that we can all be happy and we're all safe. It's just, Appleton is home for me.
Kids that have come here, you know, at maybe ages of 2 or 3 years old, this is their country, this is the land that they know. They're really American. I mean, they're really American citizens with Latino ethnicity, and they relate to the community like that.
That there is an ignorance when we talk about immigration, because they use always the term they came here illegally, so they stop in that word, illegally. They can see beyond of that term, of that concept.
60 to 70% of our Latino population are non-documented. And I use the word non-documented rather than illegal because not being documented is not something that is illegal.
The people who don't understand what immigration is and who just see us as illegal aliens, and that's the way that they target us. It's not that they're racist or whatever, but it's just that lack of knowledge on knowing what it is like to be in our shoes for a day.
A lot of people don't know what we go through. Some people think that just going to immigration and filling out a paper is going to give us a social security number, and it's not true.
My father crossed the border, thank God he got here fine. Lots of people died during, you know, that sort of transition to coming to the United States illegally. My brother, who was 5, I was 8 years old, and my mother, we flew down here. And we liked the life here, we liked the education, we liked the school. We didn't know one word of English, but we liked it, we stayed. Our visa expired, and then we were here pretty much illegally too.
Parents coming here, that's their thinking, to give their kids a better life. So not all of us, but most of us come here and see that there's opportunity to go to school and actually have an education.
I mean, the system of the education here is when you enroll your child in kindergarten, so the system takes your child in every step or level of the education. And then when you are done with high school, so that's it.
With higher education, the struggles for non-documented youth are cost. Really, we don't have a system in place that allows scholarships and grants and programs that help students pay for their college, because they have to pay so much more in rates. They have to pay international rates to be able to go to college.
It didn't happen until I turned 16 and I couldn't get a driver's license, and it was hard to get a job. And then my whole dreams came down when I wanted to go to school, because I had to work for my own schooling because I wouldn't get financial aid.
Going to the school that I wanted to go to, it's like $30,000 a year. You know, like, where am I supposed to get $30,000 from in 1 year?
My grades were good, my ACT scores were good. I definitely have a lot of volunteer hours. I had pretty much everything set for me. It was just financial aid, not being able to afford it.
I gotta make the money to pay for school, so it doesn't give me time to go full time.
They have the need for transportation. A lot of young people are working 2 jobs, going to school. Transportation has become a barrier because until 2006, this state allowed non-documented people to have driver's licenses in the state of Wisconsin. That is no longer in effect. After 2006, that went away. And so now we have people who have expiring driver's license, who don't have the ability to get driver's licenses, and that impacts their ability to go to work, to go to church, to go to the grocery store, just to be able to get around.
For me, my biggest fear about being a documented person was definitely driving. I've been driving for 4 years, and I thank God and I pray to God every day that I don't get pulled over.
I've actually gotten stopped 3 times. And the 3rd time it was because the license plates on the car were expired. And so that's when the fine went up to almost $400, and court, and that's when they told me, they're like, you got to get your license, or if not, you're going to jail and possibly deportation, which is, I mean, I know it happens, but it's kind of difficult.
I already applied for my deferred action, so I'm waiting for that to come through. I'm hoping I can go to Milwaukee School of Engineering to get my master's degree. That's essentially what I want to do.
And the first action is that you are safe for now, okay? So the next step is, well, so now you can apply for a document.
To go to apply for like any kind of actual company, obviously the first thing they ask you for is, you know, social security number.
The young people, those people don't have, you know, they shouldn't get their wings cut off because they have no social security number. They should continue to be able to get a pathway to citizenship and education so they can have the same rights as everybody.
We make assumptions as human beings every single day, but I think when people have a different skin color, when they have a different language, when they come from a different background than what is the dominant norm in the Fox cities, sometimes there are community members who will judge that and have attitudes that are less than welcoming.
When you have obstacles or when you have barriers in the life, you can go through all these barriers. I mean, there is nothing that can stop you to continue.
We're not here to take anybody's job. We're not here to invade them. We're just coming here for a better life, not just for the adults, but the kids that are growing up too. So
my grandfather, he just became a citizen 2 days ago, an American citizen. They give you a certificate of naturalization and he can vote now. He's very proud. He's 72 years old, but here he is, showing me that it's possible and doesn't matter the age and there's no limits to life. And now it's my turn.
I think for me it's just being able to show my parents that we came here and they brought us here to have a better future, and so I'm going to do it, regardless of what we have to go through.